It's that time of year again. Hi, Gary Lee, and welcome to the 1989 edition of Thrills and Spills. Now, first of all, let me tell you, there is no truth at all to the rumor that I triggered any of these crashes. I saw a few in person, but I was not in the cockpit. As a race fan, if a crash occurs, we'd like to see the driver climb out, wave to the fans, and walk away uninjured. Now, despite some very vicious hits you're about to witness, we can tell you no driver was seriously injured. Now, we'll take you from sprint cars and midgets to Formula One, stock cars, off-road, even some radio-controlled cars where you really can't get hurt. Now, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, so here we go with Thrills and Spills, Part 2. A lesson in racing rheumatism from sprint car action, the Eldora Speedway in Rossburg, Ohio. Now, they say the wings take some of the blow out of getting upside down, but tell that to the driver or the car owner. Now, watch this melee. Look at the altitude there. Ascot Park. Vogler again. Slow motion now at Ascot Park. Now watch the abuse the roll cage takes on this one. How many of these drivers would not be around today if it had not been for a roll cage? Robbie Flock upside down on the wall. Watch him come down the roll cage. He's okay. Now, here's Richie again, coming up on Chuck Gurney. Rich in the V6 Buick. Sprint car action, Indianapolis Raceway Park, and watch Gurney wave to him. I don't like that. Winston Cup action. Iron head to the wall. Oh, there's a good shot of Dale. Rusty. Mark Martin. The best of buddies off the racetrack. They exchange some sheet metal in competition. Rusty and Dale. Here comes Sterling. Just a bit of a nudge right there, out of the way. Had a way to make a pass on a short track. The Skull Bandit. He's going to get the wall another time, and there goes Harry. Down the main straightaway, a lot of action here, and here comes Waltrip. A billiard shot to the inside wall. Now watch what happens as the race car gets off the track into the grass. It picks up speed, and Jeff Bodine gets the catch fence. There's Dale again. Now watch this. Side for side for side. That's Greg Sachs at Pocono, but he was uninjured. Penny the car owner. Dirt tracking. Bill Elliott, Rusty Wallace. Here's the way to make a turn real wide. Just drive him off the racetrack. Now, Dale has a big head, so he needs some more headroom in the cockpit. Give me that hammer. Lake Speed, side for side, barrel rolling at Daytona. He was all right. Little squeeze play here down the main straightaway, and watch Mark Martin go for a ride. Off in the grass, back onto the racing track, but everybody goes by on the high side, and they're okay. A.J. Foyt heads for his 5th decade of competition. He's out of this one. Another shot of that accident involving Lake Speed. Now we're at Sears Point off the track and into the tire barrier. Watch Mark Martin, driver's side down and driver's side on over. Now the King's involved in this one. There's Richard Petty. Now, driver can always blame something like the glare. Where's the racetrack? I guess I missed it. Well, Darrell's going to give us a shot from inside his car. Now, he's going to reach back on. Yeah, he cleans off the lens of the camera. Mark Martin just blows up. Final race of the Winston Cup season. You know, the camera guy got hit there by the dump can. Lemonade, anybody? Grand National action. Look at that traffic jam. There's Rusty. He continues on, just racing. Fire Brewed Miller Beer. Now, it's easier to do it with 4 of them on the car, not just 2. Now watch this. There's no place to go. Ugh. Little doghouse damage. And we'll be back with more Thrills and Spills. Thrills and Spills Part 2. We'll see some Mickey Thompson off-road stadium competition, some Formula One. Did you guys get that shot of me when I got upside down in the sprint car at Lincoln Park Speedway in Putnamville, Indiana? You didn't get it. You didn't get it. Okay, now once again, nobody seriously injured in any of these crashes. Once again, Thrills and Spills. Here we are, the Mickey Thompson Stadium off-road. These things are meant to do exactly that. Well, you're not supposed to take out the markers, though. Now, that is very embarrassing. These are the crazy guys right here. There's no protection on these motorcycles. Driver's side up. And he brings it back down. Now, the object here is to tear the most sheet metal off the race truck. That's one way of doing it. Now he keeps on going. Now we're really in the mud. Four-wheel drive, obviously. Nice move on the inside. Formula One, as the McLaren teammates get together. Now let's take it from inside the cockpit. And yeah, they did have some bearing on the championship. And he's off. Former champion out in the Toolies. Now back to some oval track, short track competition. All the way over. What kind of style points would you give that one? Now, of course, we have some tempers flaring in a midget competition. We even get the officials involved. Hook 'em! Where's Tyson when you need him? A lot of sand traps in Formula One. There's Vincent off the track. Oh, another gesture from the cockpit. Only so much room in this turn. Now watch Bill Elliott sliding to a stop. He's safe. Excellent move. This is one way not to go over a ramp. Nose to tail, literally. Land always on the rear wheel. Little squeeze job right here in Winston Cup competition. Billiard shot. This is, no, that's not me. That's Val Dozier. No, I didn't do it. Now watch this NASCAR modified action. Upside down, he slides down the backstretch, up on four wheels. ARS competition, season opener at Phoenix, Arizona, and look at the debris here. We're coming right back with the 89 edition of Thrills and Spills that despite these vicious crashes, nobody was seriously injured. All right, so plenty of action still coming your way, so let's go back for Thrills and Spills Part 2. Now let's spray for some mosquitoes here. Look at that traffic jam. IMSA GTP competition. There's Rusty. That could have had a bearing right there on the national title, but he won it anyway. Stan Barrett responsible for that one. That was at Phoenix. Now watch this. He hasn't corrected. Now overcorrects, and where's the ditch? There it is. This, once again, stock car racing action at Phoenix. The Hoosier Gallman, Indianapolis. No, that was not me. That was my teammate. Here's Gary Bettenhausen. Gary Bettenhausen was just burned. Secondary burns on the upper thigh. Splashed some water on me. It's dirty water to boot. Indianapolis Raceway Park. Well, let's put that fire out. I'm out of fire juice there. There's Greg Staub. He's not too happy right now as he walks back after a crash. ARS competition at Phoenix. This is Long Beach. There's Gary Rubio. He can't hang on. This is Long Beach. Now watch Roberto Quintanilla, the only opening in the wall, and he finds it. No damage done. Steve Shelton gets rear-ended by Ted Krampus. Now the track is only so wide, Tommy. You can't drive it like a sprint car at Terre Haute. And Tommy gets a ride back from his boss, PJ Jones. More stock car action on the bank. Now, who's responsible for this crash? Mike Groff and Tommy Byrne. Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Look at this move to the inside. Now, this is the kind of racing you can't get hurt in. That was the RC. Tracy Leslie on the inside, smokes her in and smokes her up against the fence. Oh, he's tagged again. Chip Ganassi owns this race car. He's watching his driver spin right in front of him at Portland. And that's one way to turn around without the safety crew. Paul Tracy, he takes Mike Groff out. This is at Pocono. And watch Tom Kristoff come in very late, but he gets involved. Here he comes. Where is he? There he is. Hey, Kristoff. Splashdown at Pocono. Now this is on a warm-up. Now watch Gary Rubio on a slow warm-up lap, and he ends up in the mud. No, I did not do that. I've never done that. Look at that move. P.J. Jones, a NASCAR Park slide job in ARS. Indoors, driver's side up at Fort Wayne Coliseum. Once again, more indoor racing. The crazy guys are the ones in the infield here. Now, this is RC racing. Now, watch this. You can't get hurt doing this. I'll give him 10 on style points. Oh, right to the camera. Racing is not meant to be a contact sport. Well, we get together here at Mid-Ohio. One stop. Coudray parks it. Look at that. Adios. Watch this, the start of the race in Long Beach. What a mess there. More carnage at the ARS series. PJ runs without a front wing.
Goes Tommy Byrne under braking, and Tommy Byrne will take the lead.
Now back to Indianapolis Raceway Park. And Jeff Bloom has a problem with somebody. It's your fault. You did it. And here comes Gary Bettenhausen, burst into flames down the main straightaway. A two-time USAC Sprint Car champion heads to the infield. Watch this dismount. Goes over backwards. He hits the car, bounces away with second-degree burns. A car that was just finished that afternoon. Now watch Gary bail out backwards, hits the Nerf bar, and bounces free of the race car. There's the dismount. Reverse flip. Now we're back to midget competition. Move on the inside, and more thrills and spills coming up. Indiana for more of Thrills and Spills Part 2. Hi.
Hi, Gary. Can I please have your autograph?
What's your name?
I'm Karen. Gosh, Gary, I've been such a big racing fan of yours. I've followed you everywhere.
Thank you. Some of the most vicious crashes of the 1989 racing... Is there something wrong?
Gary Lee, I thought you were Gary Bettenhausen.
Maybe we should just go back to the crashes. Well, some traffic congestion in the pit area. Notice how they have to gesture. Oh, the teammates get together. The Nissan GTP teammates take each other out. Now, There's a bump from inside the cockpit. You know, to be a race driver, you have to learn all the hand gestures. Hot Wheels in stock car racing. Now, this is embarrassing when you do it by yourself and then involve everybody else. A little lazy over there. Now, here's breakdancing in Victory Lane. Never see that on American Bandstand. Stan Fox triggers this one. Jerry Coster goes out of the ballpark. He's okay. Now, once again from inside the cockpit, little bumper tag there. This is the Players Series, and that's what a tire barrier can do to you. Now, side by side in the corner, he smokes it in, too hot, too deep, slides up high. That's NASCAR Grand National competition. Jag in trouble, and he parks it right along the straightaway, and watch this, right in the driver's side. Oh! It's the Corvette Series. And race truck. There's only so much room on a racetrack. Once again, the turn is only so wide, fellas. And there goes Richie Vogler at Salem, Indiana. Take a highway marker along with you. What's so great about road courses? There's no place to get in trouble. Just slide off to the grass. Now, there's no wall here, but he's in trouble. Well, the Nissan's in trouble again. Indiana State Fairgrounds. Jim Childers out of Tampa, Florida. Look at this ride. Donnie Adams spinning like a top at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Now watch Stu Hainer. He gets a wheel, gets the catch fence, and lands upside down. Oh, that's at least a 10. Trans Am competition. In the cockpit, this is the Steve Butler sprint car with Jack Hewitt driving. There's racing rheumatism. The heavies on the dirt. Get out of my way. Little Victory Lane celebration. Bit of a slide job right there. Now, here's a journalist going for a ride. Never ride with somebody. He's upside down. No, I didn't do that. Once again, the NASCAR Modified. Good open wheel competition. Take me to the fence. And the stock car's on dirt at Eldora. And once again, a traffic jam in NASCAR competition. NASCAR Modified. Back with more coming up. Stay with Thrills and Spills Part 2. I wanted to show you the biggest trophy I ever won. I really need to clean that thing up. Well, they've been throwing money in there for me. Well, coming up, we have Formula One. Now, the big difference between road racing and oval track racing is in road racing, they race in the rain. Ayrton Senna, known for his expertise in the rain. Let's see what he can do on Thrills and Spills Part 2. Ayrton Senna now in trouble, but this is engine problems. This is not driving problems. He's out of the competition on this day. Now here's Berger. Takes a shortcut through the infield of that turn. He's out of competition. Let's destroy a barrier. Now, I can't understand why this does not happen more often in Formula One competition. Now you can see a flat bottom race car there, no ground effects. Now the McLaren in trouble again. Off into the sandbox. That kitty has to go. All right, what'd I do? Well, fire is spectacular when there's no injury. Well, let's see what this catch fence can do. A little air under the car into the tire barricade. Take a wing home as a souvenir. Now we're back in the rain. Just loop it around and keep it going. Start out braking in the corner and take both of us out. Spin it around. Now the McLaren's back together on the racetrack. Here's Berger. Watch this fire erupt. However, he only missed one race because of injuries from this crash. Perhaps a broken half shaft, huh? Smoke it in, climb on the brakes, and spin her out. Now look at this. There's only room for about 2 cars here. Let's make it 3 wide. Nope, it's not going to work. First turn of the first race of the season. Here's what happens in the rain. Where is Senna? There he is. There is your master of rain driving. Back to the drive pavement of Indianapolis Raceway Park, USAC Midget Competition. Jeff Gordon, Don Schilling. No, Vogler's never involved in a crash, is he? Well, there's Vogler right there in the white 69. He did get involved in that one. And here is Steve Butler, a 3-time USAC Sprint Car champion, the red #1. Now watch the yellow. That is Gene Lee. Gibson comes to a quick stop. There's the damage. Gene Lee's okay. More action from Raceway Park. Let's go for the cellar. Back to the dirt. Robbie Flock is in trouble coming off the corner. Watch this down the straightaway. He's by himself. Now, how's he do this? Something broke, obviously. Something broke. It's never the driver's fault. All right, back at Ascot. Midgets. Vogler's upside down. How many times has Vogler been upside down in his career? I'm glad I'm getting paid for this. There's a shot of Stan Fox. Raceway Park. I was not in this race. I was in the pit area for this one. There's Doug Wright. He's going through the infield, but he continues on. More trouble at Raceway Park with the USAC Midgets. Now a shredded tire. This is Bruce Field, an old Paul Leffler built sprint car. That car's been around for a lot of years. And that wraps up our 1989 edition of Thrills and Spills Part 2. Once again, with all those vicious crashes, no drivers sustained serious injury. Some of them missed a race or two, but they came back to drive again. So, from Indianapolis, from the